Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube, and once again, welcome to Starfire Queen's channel. I would like to invite you to please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the share button. Only if this is what your heart and your desires are telling you. I want to say thank you to all my members. I noticed that I grew even when I wasn't on. Hi, honey. Hi, Donna. Hi, Liv. Hi. I love you both. Thank you. So, even though I wasn't on YouTube, I actually gained like 10 new members. So, that's exciting to me. I love you guys so much. I'm telling you guys now, YouTube, my family and my Facebook, my group, that's my heart. But this week, I wanted to focus on self and who you are to yourself. Excuse the glare in my glasses, but I can't see without these. So until I'm able to get some contacts, this is what happens. But my heart has been yearning for people who need to understand that you are somebody, that you matter, and that you count. I don't give a darn what your family has put in your head as a child. You know, some of us grew up being called a dummy or a retard back in my day. It's not going to show you my age, but, you know, a retard. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many blessings. I need all the blessings I can give. And you find people that put you down. Me myself, I've always been a very small person. I'm 4'11", and the lady at the BMV thought I was joking, and me and her, I said 5'1", and she put that on her. My husband was like, really? But that was between me and her. So I could be 5'1" for 4 years. Okay, so but it tore down my self-esteem. Because I'm a very light skinned woman, I was called light, bright, glow in the dark, all kind of stuff. And what people don't realize, kids can be awful mean. We talk about bullying now. It's gone to a whole different level now. So what I wanted to do was kind of conquer that through the adults. And this week's whole lesson is about self-love. Now, unless the Spirit leads me somewhere else, next week is probably going to be a continuance of that because there's so much that's being poured into me from God, the universe, my ancestors, my archangels, and my deities. So, as for YouTube and my channel, I'm going to move the camera a little bit so we can get started on this spell that I want to do this morning. Now, this is a honey jar, but we're not using honey. If you notice, when you pour honey does what? It moves slow. So what we're going to do is use butter pecan syrup. Now understand, every practitioner does things differently. But remember, you also have to put your own touch in whatever you do. Like, you may take this spell I do today. You may subtract, you may add. But put yourself in it. You have to become a part of your work. Okay, so we're going to get started. And now, like I said, this jar that we will be using is a love me some me spell. Okay, it's not about nobody else. It's not about your spouse, your crush, your children, your parents. This is all about you and who you are, and all about me and who I am. Okay, so you guys know that are in my group, I'm very transparent. So this spell is for me. Because yes, I have some low self-esteem problems too. And if anybody walking this earth tell you they don't, just know that they do lie. Because somewhere in your heart, there's something about you you're not positive about. You know? And we're going to grow together. That's the thing. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys the ingredients before we even get started, what you need. So if you want to write these down, please do. And as for YouTube, please leave me some comments. I'm begging to see how you guys feel about what you're learning, or what you would like to learn, or what you don't like. You also will know that there is a lot of practitioners that will tell you, don't leave me no negative comments. I don't care what you leave me. I'm going to tell you why. Because the Spirit is going to tell me right or wrong. And sometimes it's not a negative comment. It's corrective criticism. Or maybe something that I didn't know and someone want to enlighten me. Okay? I'm not the know-it-all. I'm the only know-it-all who knows I don't know it all. If that make any sense to you guys. Look, let me move this tea because I'll drink this all day. Okay, first I'm going to do is give you guys the ingredients. Okay, and if you can, please write these down. You are going to be using rosebuds, dried rosebuds. I'm going to tell you why. The most well known, and I'm reading from my notes, you guys, so that's what I'm looking down, and most popular herb for love spells is roses. But here's the thing, we never think that we need to love ourselves. So we're going to put roses in our jars for us. We're going to love on ourselves this week. We're going to be passionate with ourselves this week. And some of the things that I'm going to talk about is going to be really adult. So I always say, unless you're 18 and above, please don't watch my channel. If you do, parents, that means you put a bit of discretion on your child's phone or TV, whatever it is. I'm not responsible. Okay, so with the roses, you can use them to draw to me mojo bag. You can actually sprinkle roses between your mattress and your bottom sheet. Okay, for love. Now here's the thing: people think when I say that it's always about you and another person. You can love on yourself, but like I said, we'll talk about that later. Red roses are used for loving your parents, loving yourself. But when someone delivers you, you're at work and somebody delivers you a dozen of red roses. As a woman, we know our hearts just beat off. One, because we like, yeah, everybody can see this. Let's be honest, you excited. Everybody see that your boo is thinking about you. Okay? But have you ever thought to sing yourself some? Because guess what? I'm thinking about me. And I'm worth getting some flowers delivered from me, myself, and I. I always say I have three best friends because they never ever disagree. Me, myself, and I. Them three women right there, they always on the same page. Okay, now if you want to use roses in any other thing, or if you want to do this for a friend, add some pink roses for unconditional love. But add them for yourself also. Today, we're just going to use the red roses. And we're going to make it work that way. Hold on. Can you guys still see me? Okay. I want to make sure it kept saying going in and out. Let me know if you guys either message me, whatever, if it goes off. I'm sorry, Facebook. So, can you guys hear me, hon? Please, like, wave to me or something. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is lavender. Okay, because lavender is a scent of herb that promotes calmness, peace, a sound sleep if you burn it while you're sleeping or anything like that. Also, you can use chamomile for the same thing for relaxation, meditation. Frankincense, we're going to use. It's the most ancient incense that there is. Great. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Frankincense is the most ancient incense. If you're into Christianity, it says the three wise men brought frankincense and myrrh, things like that. And you want to make sure that you use the right ingredients. Okay. Um, Also, you want to make sure that you understand what frankincense does. It banishes impure thoughts. And that's why it's important to put into this jar. When you think bad of yourself, let's say if you're overweight. Me, myself, I got kind of thick. And I started feeling like, oh my God, what happened to the size 6? You know, and then my husband had to remind me, you're going on 54 with 5 children, 10 grandbabies, and you at a size 10. What's your problem? He was like, I'm happy with the thickness. But it was me. It had nothing to do with him, and I'm very transparent. It was me. So what you want to do is make sure that you use these frankincense, get those negative thoughts out your mind. Quit thinking about the fact that we're aging, if you're older women, about your weight. If you're a young woman, maybe you don't have a man and you don't have a boyfriend and your friend to do. And you trying to help you see if I can get a better signal over here, moving a little bit. And you start to worry and doubt yourself. That's what the frankincense is for, to get rid of those negative inner thoughts. So you can burn frankincense through your house. I do it all the time. okay, throughout my house because I want to get rid of those negative thoughts. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is sandalwood. Sandalwood cleanses and blesses the place and it creates an atmosphere of love. So that's why we're going to put that in there. This is all about loving yourself. I have a spell, if you guys go through my videos, self-love, but you can do different things. And the Spirit is leading me to do this. Y'all see my little witches and stuff? My daughter and I went to the store, and my goddaughter got me a couple of skeletons and stuff, and I hung and I fell in love with it. My daughter's looking at this room. Because those of you that are on Facebook know, my daughter don't like this room. She don't like this room at all. And there is a spirit in our home that opens and closes her door. She has it on video and everything. She's not afraid of it. She tells me it's an older woman, and it's the woman that passed away here in our home. And for some reason, she just is attracted to my daughter. She doesn't bother. She just open and close the door, and my daughter's like, "Here she go." And but for some reason, this room here, my daughter's like, "Okay, thank you." My mom is like a witch, so I'm just gonna like let her do that. Little does she know that I know the calling on her life, but when she's ready, she'll get into it. All right, so we're going to use sandalwood because it sets the atmosphere. Do you guys know you can burn sandalwood also? It's an herb. You can also get your cauldron, get the little charcoal things, and burn it on it. I want you guys to really focus on things that's going to make you happy. Stop worrying about making anybody else happy. Not your husband, not your girlfriend, not your best friend, not your kids. Because they're not happy because you're not happy. They're just satisfied because you're doing whatever they want. Okay, come on, be real. Sometimes our loved ones can be very selfish because they don't see that, you know what? The wife, the mommy, the sister, the friend just needs to be loved on also. Okay? But sometimes we have to learn to love on ourselves. And that's what this is about. Now, you're going to also need some mugwort. It's used for love, healing, protection, prosperity, dreams. And it's great to put in your dream pillows, and that'd be some other thing that we do. Not right now. But it's okay to put some mugwort in a nice little jar, a little saucer, and sit it by your bed. But I would mix it. I would put the mugwort, the lavender, and the chamomile together. Okay? And just sit them in a little saucer. And me, myself, I would put a clear quartz in there and a rose quartz for unconditional love. And we all know you got to put your black tourmaline in there for protection. And just sit there by your bed. Okay, when you wake up, if you have insomnia and you're depressed, just grab your crystal out there and rub on that crystal, okay? Look, I done went to a whole different thing. And last but not least is blue sage. For my Facebook friends, if you guys, my family, not friends, have you guys ever heard of blue sage? Now, blue sage looks a lot like white sage, but there's a difference. And I've been doing a lot of studying on sage. Oh, there's so many different ones. But I will tell you, if you guys get the dragon's blood sage, I would prefer that you just get the herb dragon's blood, okay? Because it's the sage is just dipped pretty much in the powder. Because you can burn the dragon's blood, the herbs, the same way. Just put it on in your cauldron, on your little charcoal thing. Okay, now I have some dragon's blood sage, but I'm learning so much about sage, which is something else we'll get into. There's nothing I'm going to learn that I won't teach. Okay, so now that we got all the ingredients together, the blue sage is to help you for purification. Whenever you need rebalance, which is what we're doing today. We're working on rebalancing our self-love. Because I guarantee you 99% of us is that our self-love is going this way. Slowly but surely. And we need to bring that back up. Because how can you be a practitioner and do work for other people if your energy is negative on yourself? And that's why you have to be careful who is teaching you. Who are you going to for your readings? Who are you going to have them lay hands on you? Okay, I'm going into Christianity there because you go into a church and the Bible says be slow to lay hands, but then pastors be wanting to preach on everybody, knock you on the floor till your dress go up and they see that you got a girdle on. Okay, That's not what it's about. You want to make sure whoever is doing anything spiritual, whether it's hoodoo, voodoo, Wicca, Christianity, whatever it is, you want to make sure that that person is on the right page and that they're not depressed and going through their own things before you have them do something for you. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see. So bear with me because I am not the camera person. I'm really not. I'm going to start off with the YouTube channel. Hold on for me, my people. Don't give up on me. I'm trying to get this right. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. So I gotta make sure you guys can see this. Okay, now for my family over here, I'm gonna kind of tilt y'all a little bit more so you guys can see the table. Okay, so once I always try to get everything together, but I always forget one thing. It never fails. Never. Okay, I wanted to get my glass plate. Okay, there we go. Now, can my YouTube family, my Facebook family see this? Let me, I want to make sure you guys can see this. Hold on. I gotta have everybody able to see this. This is, okay. No, now the glass is in the way. Lord have mercy. Now, you know what? I'm gonna get this. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Before I do anything that has to do with magic, as you guys know, I use my prayed over Florida water on my hands. I ask you guys to do that too. Bless your hands before you do any work. Because think about it. If you don't, whatever you touch, whatever spirits are on things will be on your hands and you're going to add them to your work. Okay, first of all, understand this. People don't realize the most filthiest thing you can touch is the money machine. And we know we all go there. But you have no idea what spirits are touching us. So make sure you cleanse yourself. So what we're going to do, all these things, these tools I use are blessed already, okay? We're going to take our jar and open it up. Now, what I want you to understand is this is the most important part of this jar. And I guess I could say I forgot two things. Oh, Lord have mercy. I meant to have this on my table. This is a witch's ball, and I've done a course on that. With your witch's ball, it collects negative energy. Now, the reason why I'm asking you guys to have one when you do this is to get all that negative energy out of you and let it go into this ball. As long as they're not opened, the negative energy or spirits cannot be released. I have them around my house. People, they're like, oh, these are so cute. They have no idea that I'm getting rid of their negative spirits while they're visiting me. See, do it on the down low. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I have that on the table. If you don't have one, you can look up on my YouTube channel, see how to make them. They're very inexpensive. If you want to reach out to me, I can give you some ideas on making them if you need something else, something you want to do. Okay, first we're going to put in here is going to be white sugar. I forgot to put that on the list, you guys. Some things I left out. I was reading the herbs. We're going to add white sugar. Okay, because we want it to be very sweet. Why? Because this is about loving ourselves. Facebook, are you guys still there with me, my loves? Please say yes. Okay, next we're going to use some cinnamon sugar. Okay. We're going to add some cinnamon sugar in here. I don't know why the connection is so bad for my Facebook. Any other time, Facebook be just rolling. Okay, now that you have that, okay, I have a long matchstick. I do not like to use spoons and metal, even though I know, that's an element. When I mix, I rather just use wood, something very natural. So I always take, you know, the bottom of a stick match and do this. Next thing you're going to do is we are going to add peppermint, which is a herb I did leave off the list. Some of these are so automatic to me, I don't, but we're going to add some peppermint. Peppermint is also for love. Remember, every time, this jar is for me, okay? So this jar is about loving me. And I mean, I can't love myself enough, okay? And a lot of practitioners won't tell you that they need some work done. I'm very transparent. I'm human. And after losing my mom, I have, went to a little depression. And it's time for me to get up out of that. Because I know for a fact she wouldn't want me there. And I know she doesn't want me in that place. So I decided, you know what? It's time to do what I gotta do. Now, we're gonna add the mugwort in here. Okay, for the calming. Alright. Look like we're making some like herbal soup, sweet soup or something up in here. We're gonna mix all that in there. Okay. And make sure your intentions is about doing this for you, loving you. Okay? It's very important. Now we're going to add our sandalwood. Okay? I'm not going to tell you guys how much to add. You add what your spirit tells you. Okay? It's not a pinch of this or a pinch of that. Because this is all about your self-love. And loving you and knowing that you are somebody. And you don't need nobody to tell you you're somebody because you know you're somebody. Now we're going to do, for protection, we're going to break off some white sage. Okay. Now the difference between white sage and blue sage is white sage is just like bleach. It gets rid of everything. Everything. Okay. But here's the thing. Do you want all the spirits and all their energy gone? And that answer would definitely be no. Because of the simple fact that there's some good spirits out there that are working with you. There's some angels, your deities, that positive energy. So that's where the blue sage comes in. Because it gets rid of the negative, but it allows the positive things to stay. So we're going to break off some of this and add in here. Ain't the easiest thing to break, but hey, we're getting it in there. Okay. And it smells so good when you burn blue sage. Oh my goodness. When I say smell good, I mean smells good. Okay, a lot of times, and I'm going to talk to my queens real quick, because I had somebody, and I was talking about doing a self-love, had somebody reach out to me when I told them I was practicing more of the hoodoo than I am Wicca, because I take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. She said, well, what if I wanted to do a love spell? And I said, well, we're going to be working on that this week anyway, because we're going to learn to love ourselves. How can you love anyone until you love yourself? And what she told me was she wanted me to get her fiance to really be in love with her. And I said, well, sweetie, if he's your fiance, why are you doubting his love? And she said, well, because he's married. Let me say this crap one more freaking time to Facebook and to YouTube and to the world. I don't do breakup spells. I don't try to tear up anyone's marriage because I believe in karma and I love my husband and I don't want to have to reap what I sowed. So if you're on that level, I have no problem with you being in my group. I have no problem with none of that. But don't expect me to do it for you. Don't expect me to assist you. Don't expect me to give you any knowledge whatsoever. Can I do it? Yes. Will I do it? Hell no. Bottom line. Okay. So now, back to this. We did the sound. Now we're going to put in our frankincense. Okay, for those thoughts and things like that. We want to be positive about ourselves. Add as many as you like. Okay. Now, once again, we want to go for protection. So what we're going to do, add a little sea salt. I need to purchase some more of this. I really love the way it sounds when it grinds up. Call me weird, but hey, I've been called worse. Okay, now we got that in there. We got all. What are we missing? What herb? We are missing roses. So let's put our roses in. Yeah, I tied that one on there tight. And none of this is expensive. You know, someone put on Facebook the other day if they should order their crystals off of Amazon. I want to tell my people, don't do that. I'm explaining to you why. When you go buy your crystals draw you to them. Order them on Amazon. First of all, you don't know if you're really getting crystals or glass. You know, I mean, you have to really look at the reviews and see what people say. But I go to purchase my crystals. Why? Because I want that energy. I want the ones that I need to call me, not for me just to pick them because, oh, I think this is cute. Okay? Just a little footnote. Now we have all this in here. We're going to start mixing some oils. We're going to add some lavender. Okay. Now this is my Love Me oil. And I make this myself. Okay. So, Facebook, are you guys with me? I hope so. This is some Love Me oil. And if you like some, just look for my Facebook page, STARR Fire Queen. Let me know. Or leave me a little note at the bottom of the YouTube page. But we're going to put a couple of drops of this in. I got to put a little bit more on because I'm about to love me some me. What's that Tony Braxton song? I love me some me. Never said I could sing. Okay. Let's just get that straight. Alright, so we're going to mix this up. It smells really good, you guys. It really does. And I make my own herbs, lotions, and body creams. And I'm working on a shampoo part. I'm tired of using everybody else's shampoo. Because I don't know if these people putting in these bottles that I'm using on my body. So if you need anything like that, let me know. I just made this lilac lotion. Oh, off the chain. Okay. I went to the left. Let me come back. So now we have all of this. We're missing our one thing, and that would be our syrup. Now, I started talking about how honey pours slow. We want this to work a little bit faster. That's why I said use buttered pecan. It don't have to be buttered pecan. I just think pecans are sweet. The red ones from Louisiana. So that's why I chose buttered pecan. If you want to use Hungry Jack, which is really my favorite syrup, that's fine. But for some reason, with my spell, I really use buttered pecan. Now, we got this all in here. We're going to mix this around again because we want this syrup to get all the way through the sugar, the sandalwood. We want it mixed up. Why? Because we need it this way. Now, understand this spell is not going to work overnight. It can if that's what the universe and Almighty God calls for it to do. But please do not wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I'm depressed. Starfire said I was going to be straight. No, she didn't. She didn't say that. She said this is going to take a while. Because this is all about you loving you. And you have to put your energy into this. Not just mix the concoction up. This is the easy part. The hardest part is going to be for you to start believing in yourself. Okay? And if you really get down, or you're on this suicidal kick or whatever, please reach out to me. You got somebody to talk to. There's a couple of people that have my personal number. I'm not in this for money. I'm not in this to run a game. I'm in this to educate and love on people. Okay? So, now that we got this all mixed together. Oh! Sweet. Tastes of lavender too, though. Don't be eating this. I just did that. Don't do that. Okay, I just was on my finger. I did it. Okay, so now we're going to do is close this jar up because everything is in this jar now. Okay. Now, mind you, this jar is not to be opened. Okay? It's not. It cannot be opened. This is for you. So here's what you're going to do next. The first thing you're going to do, your first day of your candle, I want you, and I don't have any small ones, so I have to burn this one, to burn on the top of this candle, the top of the jar, a white candle. Now, afterwards, you are going to be burning other colors, but we're going to go day by day, so I need you to write this down. Your first day, you are burning a small white candle. I don't care if it's a tea candle, whatever you got, and you're going to let it burn. Okay, if it's a tea candle, take it out the foil, okay, because you want it on the candle. We want the wax to pour around the candle. So you're going to burn a white candle. This is for the protection of your heart, to protect your love, okay? Now, because this is going to be a 5-day candle magic spell in a Love Me Self jar. The second day, you are going to burn a pink candle for unconditional love. Now, why do I say you need to burn a pink candle for unconditional love? Because you need to love yourself with your flaws and everything else. You need to know that it's okay not to be perfect. Love yourself. If you committed a crime and you done did your time and you out and you can't find a job and you're feeling depressed, you need to know you okay. Okay, if your heart is genuine, you done screwed up, you done did people wrong, you done messed up, and you down on yourself because they're beating you up about it, first of all, get rid of them. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care who they are. Because if you go to someone and say, hey, I screwed up, I messed up, I'm not perfect, you cut me, I'm going to bleed, forgive me. And if they don't receive it, that's on them. Quit beating yourself up. Protect that heart. Protect your love. Because believe it or not, no one's going to do it for you. Okay? So you're going to burn this. And after this, I'm going to, once again, left a couple things out. I'm going to grab a couple things real quick. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. After you have burned this, the rest of the candles depend on how many years you're born. So this could take some time. I kind of figured a lot of you guys couldn't do that. That means it's going to take me 54 days. So that's why I said 5 days. But if you want to do it the long term and you have time, you're going to burn a candle for every year that you've been here. If not, just follow what I'm doing. Okay. The next candle will be a pink candle. Like I said, for unconditional love. You're going to burn this candle because this here, the white candle actually will be day 0. Okay, this is the day. No, I don't, sweetheart. I really don't. I thought about it, Donna, and I think being a solitary witch works better for me. I would love to visit one and meet people, but I don't think I would join. And the only reason why is because of the fact that I don't believe there's limitations on the craft. Like I do believe in black magic, I just don't perform it. I don't knock people that do because sometimes it's needed and it's not always bad, But I have thought about it. My husband, I have a beautiful mentor. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just running solo. So she's a big help to me. So I go to her and I learn so much from her. Matter of fact, I get in touch with her. And I just really met this young lady. And her spirit is, oh my God, it's just like, done drove past her shop, only God knows how many times. And my daughter had a practice right next to it. Never seen it. But I was led there. But she's been out of town, so I'm waiting for her to get back. But no, haven't joined the coven. I won't say that I never will, but right now, the solitary thing is working for me because I'm learning so much without hearing. Do it this way, do it that way, because magic is all about your intentions and what you want to do with it. So, now remember I said 5 days, so this is going to be day 0. This is when you build it. You're going to light this and let that burn, okay? Next 2 days, you're going to burn a pink candle, okay? Do not get a 7-day candle. I don't give us a birthday candle, that's fine. But you got to be able to sit your candles on top of, on top of your jars. light them at the bottom, let some wax, and stick them on there, okay? So you're going to do the white one. It's going to go around. Then the next day you're going to do the pink. Then the following day you're going to pink. Now, that's day 1, day 2. Day 3 and 4, you are going to do the same thing with the red candle. For some reason, this candle is looking orange on the screen, but it's red. You're going to do the same thing. Why? This is an intimate color. Red candle is for intimate love. Okay, it's about loving you, about falling in love with you, about thinking about being with you, thinking about going home, getting into your little space, your corner, your if you have a room like I do, whatever, and just doing you. Rather be having a cup of tea, sitting down listening to some meditation. Hi, son. How you doing, boo-boo? Yeah, I had to wave at my baby. That's my camera. You want to spend some time loving on you. If you don't love on you, you're missing something, okay? That's why I said this is really an adult week about self-love, because we will be talking about masturbation, penetration, all of that. We're going to go there, okay? So, you want to burn a red candle day 3 and day 4. Now, when you get to day 5, here's what I want you to do. Day 5, I want you to take a white candle, okay? Preferably a tall one, but if you don't have, whatever you have, because you're going to take a white candle, 2 pink candles, and 2 red candles, and you are going to surround your jar with the 5 candles, okay? Like so. I don't have all 5 because I'm just showing you guys. I could have brought 5 down from the mouth. If I get up no more, y'all be like, she will never have herself in the seat the whole time. So you're going to put those, and you're going to light that on that last day. But here's the thing. When you do this on this last day, you need to sit there where those candles are burning, and you need to write a love letter to yourself. That is the key to this spell. Remember, you're going to put 2 pink candles, 2 red candles, 1 white candle. White for protection, pink for unconditional love, red for intimate love. You're going to surround them on your plate. Surround your love me jar. This ain't a make somebody love me jar. This ain't a honey jar for a man to come to you. And I'm so sick of women being desperate. Can you do a spell so I can get a man? Do this and watch him come, because you love yourself. So you're going to light that. And while it's burning, you are going to write a love letter to yourself. Now, once you write this love letter, you are going to make sure that you write this on brown paper, unbleached paper. Now, like I said, I purchased a little unbleached book from Walmart, and I just cut my pages out. Now, some people, practitioners, believe you're supposed to rip them out. You don't cut them. You don't make it neat. Okay, well, if I'm doing this for my deities and for my God, I'm going to give them the best. I'm not going to give them nothing raggedy. Cutting my paper is not going to say they're not going to bless me. I want to give them the best that I do. When I go before God, when I go before my deities, when I go before my ancestors, when I go before my archangels, I want to make sure that I give them the best that I can give. So, like I said, it's all in your mind. I look at it like this. I want to give them my best. I'm not going to rip this out and give them a ragged piece of paper. Let's be honest. If somebody ripped out a paper and wrote on there, I love you, you think they was in elementary school, and that's a love note. Okay, then it's cute. As an adult, take your time and do it right. But get your brown paper. Now, if you get a paper bag, that's fine. Just cut it neat. Okay, you can cut it in a heart, whatever you do. I'm going to leave that up to you. Okay, but you're going to write a love letter to yourself. You're going to tell yourself how much you mean to yourself, how much you miss yourself, how much you appreciate yourself, how sexy you are, how soft your lips are. You're going to do all that, okay? Because this is all about loving you. Now, on the second piece of paper, you're going to write all the thoughts that are negative, that you no longer want. I want you to write them down. Then you're going to get your cauldron, and you're going to burn this and get rid of it. The last day, Once again, 2 pink, 2 red, 1 white in a circle. Light them. Write a love letter to yourself. Okay, it's up to you how long, and it's up to you how much you want to love yourself. But I'm going to tell you this. Write it till your panties get wet, women. Okay? Men, write it till your ding-a-ling-a-ling stick up. That's how I want you to write a love letter to yourself. Okay? Then you're going to write all those negative thoughts, whether it be suicide, low self-esteem, depression, I'm overweight, I'm too skinny, I'm too tall, I'm too fat, I'm too dark, I'm too light. Whatever it is, you write it on this. But the last thing you write is over. Okay? Over, meaning these thoughts are over, and you're going to burn them. Now, when you burn them, I need you to take those ashes. Okay? I want you to put them in another jar like this. Now, and you need to go bury that or throw it in a water like the Hoover Dam, whatever water's closer to you. Now, if you don't have a place to bury it, get you a planter, get some dirt, stick it in there, and bury that. Grow a plant on top of it, but leave that in that planter because you know what? That's dead. It's sealed and it ain't never coming back. Okay, so that's it for today. This is a I Love Me Some Me jar. Once again, I appreciate you guys. I want you to look at the YouTube channel. Okay, my Facebook family. Y'all know y'all can go back on YouTube and look at, because last time I did something on Facebook, they deleted my video. And I don't know why, but who cares? I just go to YouTube. So you guys can go to YouTube. You can look me up on YouTube at Starfire Unique is my private group. My regular Facebook is Starfire Queen. You look for my symbol, the S with the stars. If you look me up on YouTube, it's STARR, next word, fire. People are having trouble finding me because of Fire Queen. There's an anime named Fire Queen, everything. But look for my logo. And I hope you guys have been blessed. I work nights, so I'm about to go to bed. I appreciate you guys. Once again, this is a Love Me Some Me. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this downstairs with me. Do not leave anything lit when you're not around. A lot of people will tell you guys to put it in your bathtub. Did y'all hear me? Light the candle. Put it on a plate. And put it in your bathtub. Then you can go do what you got to do. Okay. What if for some instance something falls in your tub? Or your shower curtain that you thought you moved, you actually didn't move. And it comes back and it burns up. Use wisdom. Oh, thank you, Donna. I love doing this. And I'm just sorry I haven't been doing this. But we finna do some things because tomorrow is another step. Every day this week, we are going to learn how to love on us. Okay? If you're in a relationship, it ain't about your other partner. It's about you. And your other partner has to feel the same way. It ain't about you. It's about them. You got to learn to love on who you are. And my Facebook and my YouTube, you guys have shown me so much love. So much love. And I want to say thank you. You know, I was amazed that I got back after not being on. I found I had 46 members. To some people, they're like, that ain't drip in the bucket. It is, because I'd rather have 46 genuine people than 10,000 people that don't even care a hoot about what I'm doing. Okay? I love being loved. I love loving others. So thank you. Once again, look me up on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Have somebody visit the channel. For Facebook, for the unique group. If you guys got some people you want in the group, get with me. Hit me up. I'll let them in because I trust you because you're already in the group. It's not just about me picking who it is, okay? I love you guys. Many, many, many blessings. And remember what Starfire always says. It's not what goes it's not what goes into a man or a woman that you have to give account for. It's what goes out. You speak negativity. You talk about people. You speak negative on your life. You speak death in your life. That's going to come your way. So speak life. Speak joy. Remember, keep that third eye open so you know those spirits that should not be around you. You know, sometimes you see somebody be like, I'm not feeling them. You don't even know them. Stay away from them. That's the universe telling you that energy you don't need. Okay? You want to keep your throat chakra open. You want to speak positive things. You need to banish something, speak it in a positive way. Don't banish somebody to death. I say, I hope they fall off a cliff. Okay? I joke around and tell people when they get on my nerve, I hope you get gas in public. Just stupid stuff like that. But be careful with what you speak. And keep your heart chakra open for love, to give and receive. And I'm going to tell you all, like I tell my kids, I did not raise my kids to respect their elders. You demand respect from people, but you got to demand yourself to give it back. Many, many, many blessings. I love you all. Bye-bye.